Welcome, Aquarius and Aquarius Cross Watchers, to your reading for this week. So we have the Five of Pentacles here. Aquarius, I feel like you're going to present something. You're going to present an option to somebody, and they're not going to take it. Obviously, that you're not happy about that, but excuse me, I actually feel like you knew they weren't going to take it. You knew it was a waste of time to do it anyway. It's almost like when, if you've seen Game of Thrones, when Jon Snow and Sansa had to go to all the northern houses and ask for help, and they were turned away by some of them, right? It's like you were definitely turned away here, but I feel like there's an energy that seems to have spurned you into finding a way to do this. I feel like you may know that the reason that these people are turning away is because it's almost like because you presented the idea, right? If someone else presented the idea, you feel like they may have been more open to it, but because it was you, they weren't. I feel like somebody else kind of made you do it. I'll be honest here. I am kind of feeling there's a little bit of defeat here. It doesn't feel like you are, in a place where you're giving up or you don't believe in yourself or anything like that. It feels more that it's like you've really tried every option that you can think of at this time. From what I'm seeing, I feel like it may kind of shake your ability to, or your faith in, if this is something that should actually be pushed forward or not. It almost feels like you've got a mental block, right? It's almost like there's so much that you need to, that's kind of going on internally that you can't really think clearly about anything, if that makes sense. I'm just going to get a clarifier here. I think at the beginning of this journey, you'd offered it to someone that, like someone else, when you started trying to push this idea forward. I feel like you offered it to someone, and it's like, and if they had just been paying attention, they would have seen it. Here's what's interesting and awesome about you. So we have the Eight of Wands with the Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Aquarius, I feel like there seems to be, well, you may have that period of feeling, kind of stuck and blocked. It's almost like you might hear a bell ring. I know that sounds strange. And like it feels like the idea on how to push it forward comes from something completely unrelated, right? It's like you'll hear a bell ring and you'll see kids running down the street, and the way that they run down the street, you'll be like, it gives you an idea. I'm sure that's not the case for everybody, but it's just kind of the energy of it, right? Here, let's see. Oh. So, Aquarius, I feel like, I'm not sure if it's you or the other person, but I feel like there is an offer that comes in to help you push this forward. But let's say, for example, it's for work or school, or you're setting up a business somehow, right? Whatever it is, you needed someone else's help with it, and somebody else does offer you the help, but I feel like you're going to see pretty quickly that this person is interested in more than just business. For some of you, it could be that you're the person that's interested. I'm just going to read it. I'm feeling a lot of resentment coming from you, Aquarius. Excuse me. For others of you, it could be that you were in a relationship in the past, and like what spurred you on into this situation where you're having to ask for this help is because that past relationship really messed you around. I feel like there's these thoughts that cross your mind that are like, oh, if only this hadn't happened, if only that hadn't happened, right? And I feel like pretty quickly you dismiss those because it's like you're not going to be letting yourself be in a place where you're focusing on the reasons why it happened, right? It's more like it's not important. Not that it, isn't important, but it's not helpful to you finding a solution. So I feel like you clear it away pretty quickly. I feel like there's a message. Hang on. Actually. Aquarius. Okay. Here's the thing, Aquarius. I feel like if your love life has been lacking, it looks like there may be some opportunities on the horizon. But I actually feel like they end up being opportunities that you have to pursue. They're not ones that just kind of show up. And I feel like you may kind of get into a place where you're feeling like you're always having to be the first person to initiate things, right? It's like, if ever you've heard, I think Theo Vaughn said it really well, that like when you've kind of got other people, right? Like you've got them, you're going to take care of them, but nobody has you. And I feel like that's kind of the energy, I'm sorry to say, excuse me, that you might be stepping into here. I do kind of feel that if you're the person that is romantically interested in this other one, it doesn't necessarily feel like you mind being the person that's pursuing. But when you're in the energy that you're in right now, which is, some resentment, hold on for a second. It feels like instead of feeling, like you can handle that, it's more like you're reminiscing on simpler times, right? Like it would be so much easier if it was so much better when, it feels like I'm just kind of getting from the read that it seems like you're replaying a lot of things in your mind. You might be in that really contemplative stage of something, right? It's like maybe there was this flurry of activity in your life and now things have all settled down and now you're kind of trudging through life, reflecting on certain things. And I feel like there's this missed opportunity that you're contemplating about, feeling like you kind of wish you had another chance. I feel like all this kind of like rumination that you're doing, I feel like it seems to be tied to this missed opportunity somehow. Almost like it's like not wanting to admit to yourself that you actually feel like it's a missed opportunity. Because I feel like you know that there is like some of the fault for why it didn't work out lies with you. Not all of it, okay? It may not even be, hold on. Here's the thing. I think in your mind that all the fault doesn't lie with you, but I feel like in your heart you feel like you're responsible for it, but it's not more like, doesn't feel like that is what is logical. I don't know how else to say that, right? It's like your mind knows the truth, but your heart feels this guilt. Like you should have done this, you should have done that. And I feel like this seems to be one time where it's hard for your mind to overpower that, this feeling that it's your fault. We'll do one more and then we'll wrap up the read here. Aquarius, I feel like you're going to realize that we have the devil at the bottom of the deck. I feel like you're going to realize that there was something that you were triumphant about, but it doesn't feel like it's, how do I say this? It feels like it's an empty victory. I feel like you're able to look at a situation in the past where you did technically win, but it's like in the long run, you're not okay with it. Right? And it doesn't feel like you are spending too much time and energy feeling like, you know, dwelling on it too much necessarily. I feel more that it's, you kind of look at it and seeing how you could have changed some of your behavior in that situation actually seems to make you kind of, if you were kind of hunched over and walking with your head down sort of thing, realizing that there was something that you could change about it yourself, that seems to kind of make you perk up a little bit and seems to lighten the load of feeling like it was all your fault. And I know that might sound strange, but it's like, before you may have felt that it was all your fault based on who you are right now. And I feel like you're seeing that it wasn't all your fault. Okay. Obviously. And I feel like you're seeing the things that you're able to change. And that seems to make you feel like you're back in control of your life and yourself. Because there's things that you can do about it. So, I think I'll leave it there, Aquarius. I hope this reading made sense. It's definitely a different read. I love you guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and we will see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.